name's Gambit, mon ami. Remember it.
What's up, people of the internet, and today I'm actually doing a comparison between my custom Marvel Legends Gambit and a figure from where I took most of the parts, the CT Toys Mafex bootleg Gambit. So, firstly, for both of the packagings of the figures, here is Gambit's packaging. This is Gambit from the X-Men 97 wave. It's the window, like a retro card packaging, which is decent but not that special. Now, for the CT Toys Gambit is just a smaller version of the Mafex box, which I honestly don't care as much for, because it's kind of ugly and it also arrived in really bad quality, so I won't be keeping this box. Now, on to both of the figures. So, my custom Gambit is made... I used Marvel Legends and not the Mafex one, because first of all, I prefer this Marvel Legends head sculpt. This is from the X-Men Training Uniform 3 pack. I prefer this head sculpt over the Mafex, because the Mafex... I want to compare them. I just think it's a little bit too soft on the sculpting, and I think Gambit should be a little bit more cocky, like have a smirk, while the Mafex doesn't. And also I like the hair more on the Legends. Also, the CT Toys Gambit is notorious for one of his legs, or both, being really annoying to pose because they pop off. I had the same problem. I shaved down the peg with sandpaper and it fixed it, but this Gambit, the Mafex one, is still just my backup in case the ankle on my Marvel Legends breaks, because there are already stress marks and I had to add silicone oil. Anyway, the body is the X-Men 97 one. Let me take off the stuff, which is a really good Gambit body. It has... it's basically the same as any other Marvel Legends Gambit body. It has some nice colors and it's decent. I added the CT Toys coat because the original was from hard plastic and we all know how bad hard plastic coats are. On the other side, the CT Toys Gambit, here I left him without the coat because he still looks good without it. He has all the painting he needs, and overall he looks decent. I don't like the head sculpt, but he's still a really good figure. Now on to all of the stuff both of them come with. So first, to get out of the way the CT Toys, is just the Mafex accessories. He has this hand, only one of them, with the two pointing fingers, and he has this card but like he's moving it. He also has two gripping hands, the staff, and effects for the staff. For the other hands, he has a pair of effect hands with the peg in them. I already mentioned the effects. I hit my camera. He has these really nice card throwing effects. One of them is bigger than the other, and they go onto the hands, but they're really heavy, so I don't use them that much. If I do, I just put them on a stand by themselves. He also has these two relaxed hands. He has only one of these, a hand with, again, it's relaxed, but he can hold like two cards, and he also comes with these two cards which fit perfectly into this hand, but the paint chips really easily, so yeah. Here is the other gripping hand. He has a pair of fists and a pair of open hands, and he also has this angry Gambit head. I tried to swap the hands, like to add the Mafex joint onto the Legends, but it just didn't work as well, so I didn't do it. For the Legends, he has only one hand to hold the staff, which doesn't hold it that well also. The staff is a really loose fit, and he also has this hand to hold the card, which also is really loose in it, but the card on itself looks really, really good. Also, here is the staff. He also has a hand where he's throwing the cards. Now, on to articulation. So, for the Legends, he looks up that much, down that much. He has a swivel and not that much tilt. The hands go up to a T-pose. There is a bicep swivel, 90-degree elbow, elbow swivel, and a wrist hinge, wrist swivel, and a wrist hinge. It's a bit difficult to like move the hands, so the arms, so I move the jacket so I can see which way the hinge is facing, so I don't break them. The torso crunches this much, which is really well, and arches back not that much. He has swivel, legs kick up to 90 degrees, thigh swivel, pinned double jointed knees, and a boot cut, which is really tight, and this ankle swivel, ankle hinge, and ankle pivot. So decent articulation. I would warn for the ankles, mine already has a stress mark, but I added silicone oil so it isn't as tight. Now, for the CD Toys Gambit, I'm gonna remove the hands just so they don't get in the way. So the head looks up all the way, down all the way, tilt. The arms go up more than a T-pose. They're really squeaky though, as you can hear. He almost crosses his arms. Overall, great butterfly joints. They go all the way around. A bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, a wrist hinge and swivel. The ab crunch is alright. I think actually the Marvel Legends has a deeper ab crunch, but I'm not sure. He goes back all the way, and some tilt. Legs go up this much. This is the leg I had to fix. As you can see, it still isn't perfectly fixed. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Guess today it isn't. He has a hidden thigh swivel, double jointed knees, a boot swivel, a foot swivel, a foot pivot, toe hinge, and ankle hinge. So overall, as you can see, both of them don't have that much of a different articulation, which is surprising considering that the Marvel Legends body for Gambit is not that good compared to their current figures. So the fact that it actually holds its own is really good. Let me compare the ab crunches just to be sure. Yeah, just as I said, the Marvel Legends has better range than the CT Toys, or in this case also the Mafex. Now, for size comparisons, here are they in my Marvel display, and here are them in next to my your average $20 scam. So overall, the CT Toys Gambit, if you're willing to mod it, I'd recommend it. I just don't like the Mafex overall that much. I prefer the Revoltech, but it's really expensive, so I had to make do with what I could. The custom isn't actually that expensive because you just throw on the jacket and the head, and it's pretty much done, and you also have an extra Gambit figure. But overall, I wouldn't recommend it unless you're a big fan of Gambit, like I am. See ya, people!